Can I have a medium cold brew with caramel and light cream? Hello. There you go. Thank you. The sun is rising. Let's get back to our hour-and-a-half drive. So we are back at JMR's shop, this time with a Delica, and since we're back, you know what that means. We're gonna be doing some fabrication today. To continue with the camper build out, we have to mount a couple of things underneath the van. The water tank, which is a 13-gallon freshwater tank. We have to mount the battery, the deep cycle 100 amp hour battery, and then we also have to mount the diesel heater, which we're going to use to heat the interior while camping when it's cold out. Not using an electric heater because those take way too much power. We're using one that runs off of diesel, but that gets hot and also has diesel fumes and such like that. So it also has to be mounted on the under tray. There's a lot of space behind the rear axle. The plan is to put the water tank there and hopefully the battery somewhere over there, and then find another place for the diesel heater. All the things that we have are pretty small, but the van's pretty small, so we have to find space. We got our welders, got our HTP TIG, got all of our metal. It's been a while since I've bought, you know, overpriced metal from the hardware store. Felt nice. And I mean, that's pretty much it. Seriously, a huge thank you to JMR Rebuilders for letting me use their shop. I'll have a link to their YouTube channel in the description below. They're building this awesome Coyote swapped OBS, I believe is what you call them. I don't know. Water tank here. The battery is gonna go over there, up above the axle. I've measured it out, and even at full compression, the axle won't hit the battery. I'm gonna build the battery mount first, because this is kind of in the way. And then I'll move to this. I'm slightly out of practice in terms of the actual problem solving and planning part of fabrication, but I think I have some ideas. So let's get started. Wow, that's impressive.
Is that awesome?
Just goes right through that.
It's like butter, right?
Yeah.
Knife through butter. Well, one of my bends ripped, so I'm gonna weld it back together. So I had forgotten that the ground cable on a TIG welder goes to the positive lug off the machine. So I had the polarity switched, which was obviously causing the tungsten just to melt instead of the metal. And my least favorite thing about welding is waiting for the piece to cool off. So
I want to go test it, but it's super freaking hot. This piece that I made fit perfectly, so I'm really happy with that. I got to make another one and then make some supports, bolt it in, and yada, yada, yada. The JMR guys are about to try to start the Coyote for the first time.
You're gonna start it, brother.
Oh, I'm gonna start.
That's yours.
I'm gonna do the honors.
You're gonna get it.
I really don't think I deserve that, but okay.
Oh.
All right, I'm in. You guys ready? All right, what's the signal for me to shut it off?
Oh crap!
Oh crap!
Lots of screaming.
All right.
Whoa!
It fired. There's also no RPM on the tack.
Yeah, we don't have that installed.
Oh, this is the OBS.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the
I
OBS
see.
tab.
Okay. But hey, it started. Back to work for me. I finished the battery mount. I finished up the mount for the water tank. Now I just have to weld some tabs onto the hitch so it actually has a place to bolt on. My goal is to have all the pieces welded up, holes drilled, cleaned up. Then tomorrow when I'm home, I can paint them all, drill holes into the van, and actually mount everything. I had to run to Home Depot to get some more metal for 40 bucks. Can't wait till I have a shop and have inventory of a bunch of metal. But let's go ahead and make these mounts on the hitch.
I found a place to mount the diesel heater right in between the exhaust and the floor. There's a nice little open spot. With the heat shield there was no room, but I took the heat shield out because there's no muffler or anything. There's nothing that really gets that hot down there. This is the diesel heater. It's small, it's light, it was cheap, 100 bucks. It sucks diesel fuel out of the fuel tank, combusts it, air comes into the combustion chamber through here, out the combustion chamber there, which heats up something in the middle, and there's a fan that passes air through that hot spot. So this is mounted underneath the floor, and then there will be an air duct going through the floor into the passenger compartment. And since it's a little engine, it makes noise, right? So they even give you a little baby muffler. Oh, it's so cute. It has to be mounted with this on the bottom. Essentially, I'm making a little bracket on top with a hoop that goes around and connects to this bottom part. And it's isolated with some rubber. So this is actually the easiest of the 3 mounts to make. And yet another shout out to JMR, because they stopped by, brought me a Mountain Dew Code Red and some Little Caesars. I'm gonna take a little break and eat a bit. This pizza's actually really good. I've never had Little Caesars. So here we are. This part bolts to the van, and then it bolts to the plate. I'm gonna go check to make sure it fits. It fit, and so I've finished everything here that I need to, but I am gonna do a little bit more grinding just to minimize the noise I make at my house. I'm just gonna, like, you know, round all the edges, kind of smooth it out, make it look a little bit nicer, and then we can clean up here and go home. Finally finished up, exactly 12 hours and 2 minutes from when I arrived. It's gonna be a long day because I got an hour and a half drive home. So tomorrow we'll paint everything and mount it. Oh my goodness. Why is it going so slow? Bruh, I'm gonna be here forever. No. No. Cracked my best MPGs with this fill up. 20.4 miles per gallon. Not bad for a 30-year-old car. I started off the next day by mounting all of the brackets I had made. This consisted of drilling holes into the floor and installing some M6 riv nuts. I made sure to apply some paint to all the holes I drilled to prevent it from rusting in the future. For anyone concerned about the riv nuts not holding the weight of the battery in the water tank, each M6 riv nut is rated at almost 500 pounds of pull-out strength in sheet metal, and that should be plenty to hold a 80-pound battery in a 100-pound water tank. After that, I went ahead and painted all the brackets I made to make sure that they didn't rust. Yes, that is a can of flat black Rust-Oleum. God dang it. Stop, no, no, no! Oh wow. I then installed some rubber weather stripping in between the brackets and the thing that I was mounting, like the battery or the water tank, to prevent the metal from rubbing away at the battery or the water tank. And after all that was done, it was time to install everything. I'm
super happy with the way everything turned out. Everything fit, just barely, but everything did fit. The heater is a good inch above the exhaust, so it shouldn't melt or anything. And the water tank and the battery aren't too low, so they shouldn't have any issues with ground clearance while off-roading. With that, we are all done for today with the Delica. We have the water tank mounted and installed. We have the deep cycle battery mounted and installed, and we have the diesel heater mounted and installed. None of the things are plumbed up, none of them are wired up or anything like that. They're just in the place that they're supposed to be. In the next video, I think we're gonna get started on doing the plumbing system and the electrical system. We have to do the plumbing, the electrical, and the heating before doing any of the furniture. So the next 3 things are gonna be doing those things. If you guys do wanna support the channel, please check out my Patreon. You'll get access to videos early and access to a whole bunch of exclusive content. We also got some cool Eclipse videos coming up. That's it. Bye-bye.